Good morning, curling fans from Hamilton and around the world. Welcome to TSL's coverage of the Ontario Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships, coming to you live from the Glendale Golf and Country Club in Hamilton. My name is Barb Williamson, and I'm joined today by Laurie Eddy, former Ontario Scotties champ and National Scotties silver medalist. Welcome, Laurie.
Thanks, Barb. Good morning, everyone. It is day 5 here at the Senior Ladies Provincial Championships. We have switched sheets this morning for this all-important ladies semi. Winner of this game has a date with Team Rizzo in the final for a trip to the Canadian National Championship. So let's take a look at the ladies' final round-robin standings.
So Team Rizzo ran the table this week, Laurie. They are undefeated and earned the right straight into the final by virtue of their 7-0 record. Right behind them, though, there was Team MADONIA, Team Brown, and Team Goring. So that's what set up that all-important tiebreaker game that was played last night, and we'll talk about that in a second. Team Curtis and Team Harrison finished the week with records of 2 and 5. And then Team Erdos and Team Wiley round out the bottom two with records of 1 and 6.
So because of the three-way tie, Team Madonia did advance directly to the semi with her cumulative draw to the button shootout score, and that put Team Goring and Team Brown into the tiebreaker last night. So what happened in that game, Barb?
Well, Laurie, it was quite the game. Team Brown came out of the gate just firing, and after 3 ends had a 4-0 lead. And then the momentum looks like it switched back over to Team Goring, and they ran the table for the next 4 ends and had a 6-4 lead heading home without last rock advantage. And Team Brown just put the hammer down and took a big 3 to win the game. So that eliminates Team Goring from play and sends Kathy Brown and her team into this game this morning.
Yeah, so disappointing finish for Team Goring, but now we will turn our attention to Sheet F, and the ladies semi in our feature game is Team Brown taking on Team Madonia, and here we go with the first rock.
You know, they were in their head-to-head game. They played that at on Friday night, and Team Madonia were victorious in that game.
Okay. Yeah, we should be in for a really good one here this morning.
I think we have two fairly evenly matched teams here. Kathy Brown, had a kind of on and off week, and Madonia had a week where she was strong had a nice period where she won a few games in a row, and Team Brown actually turned it on at the end.
Yep.
Winning an all-important game yesterday. The last game of the round robin was a must-win, and she did it. She got it done.
Yeah, I would say Team Madonia had a really consistent week from what I saw. They were 5-2, but those 2 losses, you could argue they could have won both those games. They had a hit for the win over Goring, didn't make it and went extra, and then Team Goring stole the extra. And even in our game yesterday against Team Rizzo, there was a couple chances for Team Madonia. But Team Rizzo really turned it up in the second half of that game.
So we're getting off to a pretty much just an exchange of hits in this first end. This is a new sheet for us, Laurie, so we don't have any inside information here.
I know. It's, we'll be learning the sheet with the players for sure. So it's a busy morning here at the Glendale Golf and Country Club because of what happened in the final round-robin game of the men's side. We have 2 men's tiebreakers being played at the exact same time. So while we're watching the ladies' game, we will also keep a close eye on Sheet C and D, where those tiebreaker games are being played. And on Sheet C, we have Team LaBelle versus Team Ryala. And on Sheet D, we have Team Lewis versus Team Armstrong. And you and I were both a little bit surprised when we arrived this morning, since we had thought Team Ryala was in good standing to win that last round robin game, which would have advanced him directly to the semifinal. So all of a sudden, there was a lot of men's teams here this morning, and we were not expecting to see that.
Well, the other funny thing about that, Lori, is that both of those, that Ryla and Lobel game here, both of those teams had their fate in their hands. If they had both won the last game of the round robin, they would both have advanced to the playoffs.
Yeah, so this was a big surprise this morning.
So Team Armstrong and Team Lewis, who are playing on sheet D, both had to win to stay alive, and they got the job done, and now they're playing in a tiebreaker.
So what will happen on the men's side is the winner of each of those games will advance to the semifinal.
So back to our feature sheet here. They're still keeping it pretty clean. There's one guard in play, and but they're just playing on the other side of the sheet and just keeping it clean.
I think you'll see Kathy make a play on this. It's a little too tight to ignore.
Playing an open end like this certainly helps to get the jitters out. You know, it is a semifinal. There's a lot on the line. Winner has a chance to.
Plus, it's a little early in the morning. They're still trying to wake up a bit.
Okay.
I wonder how well they even slept last night after that tiebreaker. They got off pretty late.
Yes, late night and an early morning. A lot of caffeine required this morning. Well, with that rollout, this gives Team Madonia a great chance to utilize their corner guard.
Line's pretty good.
Would love to start the game with 2 points.
We have room. We have lots of line. Lots of line.
So with all these games going on here, Lori,
Go, Jane. Yes.
did they for the semifinal? Do you have choice of rocks
Go. Come on. Go.
or not? Or is it just a final? Yeah.
So, yeah, what's happening here on the ladies' side, they had the choice between all the sets on sheet E and F. So basically what I was told was both teams picked the full set on sheet F. Nobody picked any E rocks.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, there was a few suspect ones, especially on the red side.
So they just decided to play them straight up from the sheet F.
Yes. I was doing some investigative journalist work this morning.
Now, if the men's games weren't going on, would they have had choice from other sheets?
That's a good question. I would imagine they could have
9.5.
used the other sets as well, but because there's a lot of games being played this morning, I think they were only allowed to use E and F.
Right.
So typically what happens, Barb, is through the week you do tend to jot down when you enjoy a set. So
Yes.
apparently both teams really liked these rocks on sheet F.
Hurry. Yep.
So that come around attempt was short,
Okay, we're only nosing.
and now we're, now Kathy had just ignored it and put another rock in the ring. So now we're back to exchanging hits here.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they nose this rock. Try to keep the play away from that corner guard. Slight roll out there, so Colleen's going to ignore that, try to put one right around.
Good throws. Maybe should have tried to go this way a little bit for the a little less ice on it, but it's okay.
So they had perfect line on their other attempt to go around that guard. So I think maybe just an adjustment here in the weight, and they'll have one buried in behind two guards.
go, go. Go, go, go. Try to get some tucked. Go, 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 go.
She's got great weight on it. Just didn't quite curl enough for her.
And that's, I think, one difference I see right out of the gate then from sheet
How
E
much I could get with it,
is
and I
it
had to
was
get
they
you
had a
out
hard time
farther.
holding
That
the
doesn't
line
figure.
and to keep it from curling
Good weight.
on the sheet they've been our feature sheet all week. So already a slight difference. But these teams would have played on this sheet sometime this week,
You think it was there?
so they will be familiar with what it's doing.
Yeah. What's that?
So Team Madonia played on the sheet
It all
once,
happens once it comes off that off the center line. Yeah.
and Team Brown played on it twice.
Yeah, because they were
Okay.
closer to the line, right? So it went sooner.
Trying to
wanting
make
to
it
hit
curl
and-
here.
Yeah, they want to hit this and roll away from there.
I think she just has a piece. Will it hang on?
There.
Oh, did it spin in? I don't think so.
Just a little lot.
So another
Just have to
opportunity
touch
here
it.
for Colleen Madonia.
So back 8 weight? I think that should be okay with back 8. Okay. Do you guys want to try the split? Okay. Is that what we're playing? Yeah. So like back 8 weight?
It's a good opportunity to give
when
this
you're
a
on the
try.
center- as soon as it comes
That
off the center line,
red rock
go.
is very
Yeah.
close to the rings.
So.
Yeah, so she's going to play a split
Oh,
here.
is it okay?
See if she can get both of them in.
She's talking about throwing back 8 weight.
Yeah, and the reason for that weight choice is if she doesn't make contact, she certainly doesn't want to go through the rings. Already the indication is it's a little firmer than what she
Has
intended.
to curl.
So this might be a swing and a miss here. Yeah, just too much weight. That's nearly going to the board.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it's really heavy. That was hack weight. That's sort of where I was given.
So now
Leave it
Kathy
there.
has a little guard sitting up there in play, and looks like she might be looking at tucking a piece of this under that.
Yeah, she'd love to get a force here in the first end.
This pass should be getting a little bit better. Yeah, 305. Yeah, because you guys have only been like top 12 on. Okay.
Still lots of finish here on this sheet of ice based on the broom she's taking.
And they did practice on this sheet, so they should be, have a fair idea of what the draw weight is.
Well,
Yeah, from what we've seen all week, the draw weight's been really consistent between about a 14.7 and a 15.2 from hog to hog. It's been just a fantastic ice surface.
Just amazing.
finish it off. Yep. Sorry, guys.
Well, she has perfect weight, didn't quite get the line on that.
It's open, but she needs to be careful
Yeah,
that she
not too
doesn't
much
jam
ice.
it on that little.
'Cause that's sort of
Bite-
where I
it's
had
not a
you,
biter,
and
but
they
it's
were
sitting
going
there
nicely,
real
but just with
close
that
to the
extra weight,
rings.
like
It's-
that was top. No, just there. We can't really peel it. It's going to jam into the back one. So we just got to play just the 10. Just 10. Nose hip.
So this is a really good news for Team Brown. If she forces them to take one here, they can't afford to jam it and give up one with the big weight.
Yeah, definitely. Colleen has to be a little careful with removing this rock to try to blank the end. She'll have that in the back of her mind. She also can't come close to that front guard.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, that throw doesn't surprise me at all, just based on that one in the back. I think that was a bit of a protective throw. Didn't want to jam it back. Certainly wouldn't want to give up a steal there. So
Sorry,
Colleen Madonia takes one and is leading 1-0 over Team Brown. Team Brown will have the hammer playing the second end. So good force by Team Brown.
Very good force.
I guess it was just good enough in there.
Mm-hmm.
So throwing lead rocks for Team Madonia is
Top
Jane
four.
Hooper-Perot. And Jane's hometown is in Bradford, Ontario.
Whoa, whoa, hasn't curled yet. Here it goes. Whoa.
So Team
15-2.
Madonia looking to put this right into the rings.
Good.
Very nice draw. Just going to bite the button, and looks like Kathy doesn't want to fool around here with that draw sitting there in such a good position. She's going to hit it and hope to roll to the outside. The lead for Team Brown is Nancy Woods, and Nancy lives in East Garifraxa.
Whoa.
Say that fast 5 times.
Close, yep.
Another place I haven't heard of.
I haven't heard of this either.
Whoa. Whoa. Nice throw, Nancy. Good.
Right on the money with that hit. Looks like we're going to have a up and down end again unless somebody rolls out.
Clean, clean. Yep. Clean, 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 clean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
So she makes a nice nose hit
Hi,
and
Nancy.
just moves it over a little bit. So change the
white.
change the shot here for Nancy.
Whoa. Yep. That's okay, we're just nose.
So Barb, even though we covered 3 games yesterday, did you go home and then watch the gold medal match at the Olympics?
You know what? We did not. We actually watched some of the other Olympics.
Good throw.
Yeah.
Too much curling for you?
No, not really. Just we don't get TSN.
Ah,
So-
okay.
So we watched the figure skating gala. It was a welcome change.
I know, my eyes are burning. Well, you didn't miss a nail biter or anything. The team from Sweden, they were in complete control of the whole game. So great showing by Team Korea. But really nice to see Team Sweden pull a game out. They've been close a lot of times, so it was really, really nice to see them have such a breakout performance at the Olympics. Great team. So throwing second stones for Team Madonia is Christine Loeb. And Christine is from Wyoming, Ontario.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. 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 Clean, clean. Yep. Clean, clean.
So So both of the men's games have posted their first end.
Okay, let's take a peek at what's happening. So on sheet C, Team Ryla is up 2-0 over Team LaBelle. And on sheet D, we have Team Lewis up 1-0 over Team Armstrong.
So the second rock thrower for Team Brown is Twyla Gilbert.
Okay, we're good.
And she lives in Elmira. And I only recognize the name Elmira because that's where the Tankard and the Scotties are being held next year.
That's right. Yeah, nice to see those two events being played together again at an arena. I know the ladies enjoyed that experience at Coburg. So that'll be really fun. There's just nothing like playing at an arena.
Yeah.
Makes you feel important.
Makes you feel like you're in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, you really are when you're trying to win your way to represent Ontario.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good weight.
So throwing third stones for the Brown team is Janet Langevin. And Janet lives in Brampton.
So a bit of a rollout there. So Kathy, I'm not sure if she's going with a guard or coming into the rings. But she could throw a corner guard here if she wanted to try to generate a 2-point. Looks like she's coming right in.
Ballerina move there.
So throwing third rocks for Team Madonia is Carrie Lee Grant. Carrie Lee lives in Thornhill.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Good throw. Good throw.
Okay, so looks like we're going to see a freeze attempt here by Janet with that nose hit in the back of the rings. This is a good way to try to generate 2 points conservatively.
Do it. Line's good. Right back to it. Line's great, guys.
For that reason, are you a little surprised that Madonia didn't want to roll out?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, you have to make the freeze so perfectly. Most times you can just blast it out regardless. So see there with the tap, she'll be able to remove this.
Should have questioned him on the ice a bit. I should have questioned him on the weight a bit. Yeah, because they just kept sweep. Nine and a half here. Coming to the nose isn't that ugly.
So throwing skip rocks is Colleen Madonia. And Colleen lives in Maple.
So she's really just trying to pick this off the face here.
Yep.
But she did say if she noses it, it's okay too. That's a good shot.
Yeah, she makes it a little, with the roll there, she makes it a little easier for Kathy to freeze one down, makes it tricky to remove it for Colleen. Perhaps just a rollout would have been good on that.
I think you and Colleen are on the same page there. She just said the same thing.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to stick on that one.
This one, if it's made good, will be much harder to remove.
Yes.
It's right up here, the 310, 315, okay. And I want to be back to them, so let her know so we know which rock we're going to for line, right?
So this is Kathy Brown, the skip of this team, and she makes her home in Guelph.
So the sweeper should have a really good idea here on the weight.
Line's good.
Needs to be right back to that one. Make it as difficult as possible to remove.
Twyla. Ah.
Oh, she's right between the two of them.
Yeah.
Too bad, right? Caught in between.
Hard here, so 9.5 to 9 even.
She's changing the turn here. But it looks like a force is setting up.
A 9.
She pushes this through the hole. The Kathy Brown's going to be forced to take
A
one.
9.
She may take one of those red ones with her,
Curling
but
hard
there's
enough that-
probably still going to be 2 left in the rings.
Yeah, that would be an ideal result.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Might have been a bit snug on the release here.
Hard.
She got her own.
Yeah, I thought just a little snug on the release. So
was inside.
with that jam, that gives Kathy a chance to draw for 2. So big shot here.
Just surprising that she changed the turn. She had just thrown that same takeout weight, and I guess she just didn't think she could clear her own red one enough with the in-turn. So
I
she
didn't
changed
mind the turn on that. I just think it just wasn't a good throw for her.
Yep, I think the weight should be good here. Up to speed.
So a skips deuce attempt here. Just needs full 12.
Yeah, they're working hard on this. I don't
Come
know.
on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Come
Needs to be
on.
full
Keep it
12.
moving,
Oh,
keep
that's
it moving,
good
keep it moving.
brushing.
Go, go, go. You got it. Oh, excellent sleep. Thank you. 15th time this year.
Great brushing by the front end to get that in. So score of 2 for Team Brown. They lead 2-1 with Team Madonia having hammer in the third end. Oh, those skips deuce. They're so frustrating as a player.
Oh, as an opposition, you mean?
Yeah.
You think you played the end really, really good.
Yeah, one mistake.
Bam. 2 on the board.
I've been to a Raptors game, and she didn't, like I said, I didn't get that.
Take your time, Nance.
She didn't switch in with them. It's like twice what the Raptors is.
So the call here is probably top 4.
Yes, definitely. They'll want a nice guardable stone here, hoping that Team Madonia will throw up the corner
Serve
guard.
to go. Yeah, it's going to overcurl. Top 12 or top 4?
These lead rocks are so important to place perfectly. It's a nice spot. So Colleen looks to be playing the corner guard. Gonna ignore that one for now.
Line's tight. Looks like Lodds.
Well, she doesn't want to slip into the rings here.
No.
Kathy Brown won't waste any time removing it.
Yeah, bit of a mistake there.
Normal? You want this way? Okay. Normal? 9.5.
I played one sit on this arena that we had to play on Sunday morning after the Royals to get the Taggart spot. And that was on.
Well, Janet. Janet.
We had to play on Saturday night.
Getting out the magic brooms here to try to make this curl.
Over. Okay.
Would have loved to have rolled in on that.
Through well. Through fine. Just straight.
That's kind of the same pattern we saw on the sheet that we featured all week, was that when you went out into the 12-foot area, the tendency was for it to run very straight.
Line's good.
So they'll just throw up another corner here.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Good, Jane.
That's a nice shot there.
Yeah, I know.
There is the possibility here that she could remove both of these.
Well, Nance, a little bit.
Good shot.
Yeah, nice peel on that.
Where?
So I think they were looking to put up another corner guard, but this one has a bit of steam on it as well. Let's see if it sits down
Line's
for her.
fine. Good.
There, never a doubt. She could really play the double peel now. She chooses to take that on.
They're very close together. So. Looks like she's got a good one here.
No, they weren't even trying it.
Oh, just.
Swept it the whole way just to pick it out. Okay, so I think we have some updates on the men's tiebreaker games. So on sheet C, there was a force of 1 for Team LaBelle, so they will be trailing 2-1, or yeah, Team Ryala will be leading 2-1 over Team LaBelle. Team Ryala have the hammer, and on sheet D, Team Armstrong took 2 points in the second end, so they are up 2-1 over Team Lewis. Lots of rocks in play in both of those ends.
Yeah, Team Lewis made a couple of nice doubles to minimize the damage to 2.
Yes. So nice attempt at the come around there. I think she probably got half
like
tucked.
that. Just normal.
That's a good call.
Yeah, they've seen a couple of them down this path now, so they know pretty much what they're doing.
Well. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, 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 Twyla.
Really nice shot
great
there by
shot.
Janet. And good call. She couldn't see a lot of it the other way. That seems like a much easier way to access it.
At the 10's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
So Team Madonia looking still to utilize that corner guard, trying to get a little flip under, but might be changing plan here to roll closer to the other one.
Don't mind coming back here now, eh?
I think we were a little caught in between there. We tried to wait and see if they could persuade it to take the curl, and then when they decided they couldn't get that, they were too late to get the other roll.
Yeah, on sheet E, we have been seeing so much finish in that spot.
Well,
Would love to stick around here to set up a potential force. Great shot.
Nice throw. Try this again. This isn't too bad either. 10.
You know what the beauty of having only a couple of games out there is you can easily communicate with your players because there isn't as much activity or noise.
Whoa,
Yes,
whoa,
and when you're
whoa.
the only ladies sheet, it's pretty easy to tell when which voice is whose.
Right.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Bin
Yes.
double here.
Go, 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 go.
That came out of
Trying to
nowhere.
yeah, trying to squeeze that through, didn't quite make it.
Pretty much nose, eh?
I think it was a plan B situation.
This way, just longer.
So we're seeing the Madonia team having some trouble getting the curl that they want with that out turn on that side of the line.
Yeah, just getting caught a little bit.
Okay, so she's indicating that she slid a
nose.
little tight and then put it back to the broom.
Nose or a touch to toilet side.
And that will always make it run straighter.
Normal. Keep it normal.
So Kathy looking just to hit this right on the nose.
He needs to hit as much of this as possible.
Go, go, go.
Sweeper's doing a great job to hold that. I think they were a little concerned about the jam.
I guess we can maybe get.
I don't think Kathy liked it either.
Well, it doesn't roll to a great spot for her. Does give Colleen a chance to flip it under.
But better that than jam on that other one.
Definitely. Yeah, Sweepers did a great job there.
Like the 10 and try to get the flop. Carly did just.
I mean, this is a tough little roll. I mean, you have to still be
A
shot.
little more, Carly Lee.
And she really doesn't have much room.
Yeah, in our game yesterday with Colleen against Joanne, she was having some difficulty with this exact throw. She missed a couple, one on the wide side and one on the narrow side. So we'll see how she throws this one today.
Whoa. 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 Whoa, Jane. Jane. Jane.
Trying to get
Go,
it to
go,
curl.
Go, go, go.
She's got nose.
Yeah, I think she'll be happy with that throw, though.
Almost.
I mean, that was
Yeah,
a really difficult little roll.
What we've noticed throughout the week also is that the rocks aren't very lively. So, you know, on one hand, it might be easier to get a small roll because sometimes that's all you get. And they don't bounce off of each other with a tremendous amount of speed. So small rolls are easier to make with these dead rocks than long rolls.
So great opportunity here for Kathy to sit 2.
Twyla.
And the last time Kathy Brown threw in this path, she was wide.
Yeah, those off the line shots are never the easiest, but great shot there.
She manages to get enough.
Yeah, that'll force Colleen to take one here. So Team Brown pretty happy with the first 3 ends. It's kind of textbook.
There, yeah. Force 1, take 2. Force 1, and now the plan would be to take 2 more.
Just like they drew it up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, clean. Clean, 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 clean.
Colleen looks to be right on the money
Whoa,
here.
Whoa.
I think. Never a doubt. Okay, so that ties up the game 2 apiece, and Team Brown will have the hammer heading into the 4th end. The ladies are zipping along here. The
They
men are
are.
still playing the 3rd end.
I was just looking at that.
No nonsense on our sheet.
Men are only like halfway through the end.
Well, knowing what's on the line, it doesn't surprise me that it's been a conservative start.
Very quickly.
Nobody really wanting to mix it up too much.
Right.
Definitely want to stay away from giving up that big end.
So Jane Hooper-Perot, of course,
Yeah.
was the 1996 Canadian World Champion. That was with Marilyn Bodo, and in addition to that, she won the 1995 Ontario
good.
Mixed with Skip Ed Wernick, and then went to the Canadian Seniors in 2014 with Marilyn, and they
Very
were
nice, Jane.
bronze
Good weight.
medalists at that championship. So great resume by Jane.
And I remember that year they went to the senior nationals. They had to qualify through relegation because the year before the Ontario team had not done well. So when Marilyn went, she had to go through relegation to make it to the regular competition.
So they used to do that too for
Oh, yeah.
seniors?
Yes, yeah, at the nationals. They don't anymore. They're doing the pool
They
thing
do the
now.
pool thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah. So Nancy Woods also has some great accomplishments. Ontario Senior Champs in 2015 with Skip Kathy Brown. Ontario Intermediate Champs in 2007, 9, and 10 with Carol Jackson. And Ontario Intermediate Champs in 2002 and 3 with Suzanne Boudreau. So she's got a lot of banners, this girl.
So Kathy was trying to draw to the wing there, and Nancy put it through.
Line's
So
great.
this gives Jane a great chance to use that
Okay.
center guard she put up.
Still room. Still room. Here it goes. Yep. 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 Hard for line now. Yep.
Looks like when it goes, it really goes.
Hard.
Yeah, just a little light here with the weight. Oh, it was great sweeping. They don't want it in, so they can force Kathy to play a draw shot.
Yeah.
Should do a little shout out here
Anything in your
to
coat pockets, Jane?
Nancy Wood's granddaughter. Her name is Lily, and she's 10 years old, and she's learning how to curl through her public school. So
Okay,
hopefully
come on
Lily
this
is watching. Her grandma curled this morning.
Awesome. Hi, Lily. Okay, Kathy ignoring those centers and going to try to do the draw to the wing again. See if Nancy can make the adjustment with the weight. I think she might have over-adjusted. Okay, so game on here. Now, Christine Loeb has made 6 Ontario Scotty provincial appearances. She's been to 3 Ontario senior provincials. And her best finish has been a semi-final at provincials. So she would like to do a bit better than that this year.
Okay.
Well, they're working at it here.
Well, we have a bit of a guard farm going on here, Barb. Kathy recognizing she does not want all of those in play, so we're going to start seeing some peels.
So Twyla's list of accomplishments include a 2010 provincial senior winner with Dale Curtis as the skip, 2013 provincial senior winner with Judy Oriniak, and 2017 intermediate winner with Mary Pigeon, and 2017 senior mixed runner-up with Al Hutchison.
Okay, so that attempt really hasn't changed the situation here. In fact, it might have made it a little bit worse by overlapping, so really good chance here for Team Madonia to put some pressure on. Need a good one in here.
Room. Lots of line. Here it goes. Just started curling. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 14-2-2.
So there's an indication of just how keen this ice is. 14-2-2 is going to be back 12. Almost, yeah. Twyla is also a 5-time world lefty champion. World lefty.
That's amazing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, needs a good double peel here to get out of this situation.
It's okay.
That really needed to come up a lot.
Yeah, Colleen's still pretty happy with what's happening here. Great chance. Need to be top house on this one. Really put some pressure. So, Carrie Lee Grant was the 2015 intermediate champ, also in 2017, and in 2016 won the senior mixed provincials,
Whoa,
as
whoa,
well
whoa,
as
whoa,
2017.
We're way out there.
So we're not directly behind this sheet from our vantage point, so I'm not sure if the ladies are throwing them just a little bit wide, or is it just because it's the speed there? That's a little heavy. Just didn't really curl at all. I think she's just heavy.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, changing tactics here for Kathy Brown.
We know there's lots of curl coming this way. So Janet's list of achievements include she'd been to 14 Scotties. And her best result was a third. And she's been to 2 seniors championships, and also her best result being a third. So I'm thinking she'd like to be able to put something better than third on her next resume. She's been curling with Kathy for 30 years. And she says, for all the time you spend competing, it's better to do it with a great friend.
Oh, that was so close to being perfect.
But it actually curled again after it rubbed. It's buried behind the long yellow.
Yeah, just a little heavy. You can really clear the guards on this ice surface by a good foot, and it'll be perfect. That she just just a little warm, but great sweeping to get it by.
We're really out there, guys.
It's the same spot.
Hey.
They've been throwing in these last 3 rocks in the
No
same
line at
spot.
all. Christine's in for sure.
Have to
Gotta
be
go for
careful
line.
here.
Gotta go for curling it. Make it curl, make it curl, make it curl hard. Hard.
Oh, really nice sweeping by the front end on that, recognizing right away that needed to go end to end.
Is it 10?
Do you think she has some air by the guard there, Barb?
I think she does. It looks like it might be almost fully open.
Twyla?
Janet is also very proud to be
All
the
the way.
mother of 19-year-old Trent.
All the way. Go.
So I think Kathy's still sitting one,
Roll right over.
but yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there. If she had some air, would have loved to
go
have
sideways
just
that
flipped
way.
under there.
Here. Yeah. Actually, I might need 9.5 to roll far enough, so. No, it's coming. It's curling. The edge of the rock is good. They try to roll right under. So,
The red rocks are
9.5.
really accumulating here.
yeah, it's just curling so hard the other way. It's hard to control it.
So Colleen has been to 9 Scotties Ontario provincials. She was the 2014 senior women's champion, Ontario champion, and placed 3rd at the Nationals with Jane, and also won the 2016 senior mixed championship. And of course, her proudest moment was playing at that senior nationals, which was in Yellowknife.
Right up!
Okay, she would have loved to have rolled directly behind that center guard, so still gives Kathy a chance here.
Way again, so it smacks into those guys.
That's the first one we've really seen curl on that side.
Just take that little extra. And it's nice out here, right? Nice weight.
So Kathy Brown has a long list of accomplishments as well. She was the 2015 Ontario Senior Champion. And that actually is her proudest moment, was winning that championship. And opening the box to see her name and her provincial crest, her name on her jacket and her provincial crest. That's probably a pretty good feeling, wouldn't you say,
It's
Lori?
very special.
She's been to 12 Scotties provincials. She's played in many, many mixed provs, and she has 2 trophy banners. She's done most of that in the skip position, although she says she has played with Kristen Turcott and Allison Goring skips.
Okay, just waiting
So
for
you
this
going
to
home?
take the curl.
Because he's keen as hell.
She got shot out of it, but
Yeah, her line would have been good, just a little bit heavy, but not bad. It's in there.
Play like a freeze, little tiny tap.
looks like she's probably mostly
There.
buried.
Mine aren't going to curl.
But
Oh,
she's
yeah.
very deep in the house. Just touching the back four.
Yeah, it gives Colleen a chance to freeze one right on top of it with the force in mind here.
And actually, if Colleen taps
She's
it
just shot.
just a
So
couple of inches, she'll be sitting two.
basically like a tap. We can freeze is fine. We could do a little tap.
So
Is it
setting
all
up
okay? Here,
for
that
this
was
to be a force.
14-4 over the hogs there. That one. Yeah.
So it looks like our third ends are posted in the men's side too.
Okay, well, let's do some updating. On sheet C, Team Ryla up 4-1 over Team LaBelle, and they are playing the fourth end. And tie game on sheet D with Team Lewis and Team Armstrong, 2 apiece. Also in the fourth end.
Room.
Still lots of rocks in play.
Room.
Okay, so Colleen with the freeze tap.
Go, Jane. Hard, Jane, hard.
Line looks really good on it.
Looks like just what she called.
Yeah, perfect shot. Sits 2.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on Kathy Brown. That's all you can ask for. See if you can get a mistake out of her.
Same thing. You got a split on times on that one too, didn't you? You got sort of a split on times on that one. Average out to a 305.
So big shot here.
They're calling T-line, so.
Line's good. Just for weight. Just for weight, make sure.
This looks really good.
That's what she wanted on her first one, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Very
Great
nice.
shots. So Team Brown takes 1 point to go up 3-2 over Team Madonia. Team Madonia will have the hammer playing the
Behind you,
fifth
Charlie.
end.
So the girls are going to take a short break. They have a 5-minute break scheduled here, and so will we. So we'll be back when play resumes. So welcome back. We're just at the end of the fourth end break here at the Glendale Golf and Country Club. This is a semi-final match in the women's event between Team Madonia and Team Brown. And after the score after 4 ends of play is 3-2 in favor of the Brown team. So what are your thoughts on the first 4 ends, Lori?
Well, I think it's been a great start for
Like this now?
Team Brown.
Or the corner?
She was playing a picture-perfect game, force and takes 2 and forces again. She did have to take 1 in that last end, but she's still up 1. And I think the key to these 8-end games is to score when you have hammer and not give up any steals. And they were in a bit of a pickle in the last end. Now, having said that, Team Madonia hasn't had their best effort in the first half, but I'm expecting a strong second half with this team. Very experienced, have been in this position before, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a great last 4 ends.
I think that Team Madonia should be almost happy that they're only down 1. They, I get the feeling that it seems like they've been chasing a bit for the first 4 ends.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree on that, Barb. I think you're right. There was some great conversations during the break, and both teams pretty happy with where they are. So it wasn't just about having a picnic. They were really encouraging each other, and yeah, this should be great.
Yep. Oh, we're way on the guard. On the nose. Yeah, toilet. Wow, sorry, Ness. Well, she was light too, eh?
Yeah, so lots of rocks in play already for this 5th end. Team Brown hoping to get a force out of this, and Team Madonia trying to score more than 1. So this should be exciting.
Up for line. Hard for line. Hard for line. Room. Yep. Okay, line's great, guys.
This looks really good.
Whoa.
Nice draw around the corner.
Yeah, perfect shot.
What you been throwing, normal?
It's a good conversation they're having there. So in the men's games, it looks like Team LaBelle were only able to get 1.
Okay, so Team Ryala up 4-2 at the break.
And it looks like Team Lewis stole 1.
I did see that. So at the break, that
Brazil's next.
puts Team Lewis up 3-2.
Good shot.
Now we have a row of yellow guards.
Yes, we do. So chance for Team Madonia to use those. Put another one in. So Team Madonia was telling me this morning that they were really happy that they were able to put this team together this year, as last year they had a bit of a miscommunication with the rules and eligibility, and Carrie Lee was declared ineligible based on her age. So they are really happy to finally be able to be playing together this year.
And it's the rule was changed, actually, and there wasn't enough notification.
Correct.
So it used to be December 31st. You had to be 50 by December 31st for the
Real
year
hard
that
this time.
in the year you were going to be
Real
playing
hard.
in. So sometimes your playdowns could start before you turned 50,
hard.
Right.
but you had till December 31st to turn 50. Well, they've changed that now to be June 30th, and that made Carrie ineligible.
It's It's so confusing. I'm still a bit confused by the whole thing, to be honest.
But what was tragic is that they didn't announce that change.
Right. Yeah, she was telling me that it was about 3 days before the deadline when they figured it out and had to scramble. They got, I think it was Suzanne Boudreau came into play.
The other sad part about that, or maybe that they could have overlooked it for the year that they were implementing the change, because you don't go to the Worlds till the next year anyhow.
Yeah, so now is it that as long as you could play technically when you're 49.
Still way out there.
No.
Here
You have to be 50 by June
Yeah,
30th,
Jane.
and the
Go hard,
the
Jane.
season only starts in
hard,
September.
Jane, hard. Hard, hard,
Yeah,
hard,
it's,
hard,
you know
hard.
what, super confusing.
Try to get it buried a piece anyway. Okay. Okay. Okay, good.
Well, actually, it would have impacted the Team Lewis team. Mike Johansson's birthday is December 31st.
Oh, dear.
So the year that he aged in, the rule was still December 31st. He played zones and regionals, and he wasn't even 50 yet.
So he was the youngin'.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so big chance here for Team Brown. If they could just
Whoa. Nan,
roll
Nan.
under, they are looking good. Trying to make it curl.
Oh, great weight, Janet.
It seems to be a fairly straight spot there, but they're both experiencing the same kind of line. From our camera angle, it looks like she has lots of room by the guard. Like, it looks like there's lots of room to roll.
I think she'll have to play this pretty quietly.
I think did she just say board?
Yeah. She is all over the guard here.
Whoa.
Not sure what happened to that.
Whoa, seriously.
Oh, boy. Oh, dear. That's,
Kathy's laughing, but you know inside she's going, really?
yeah, that was such a lucky break.
Even
Wow.
Carrie Lee's looking a little red-faced here.
Oh, yeah. You love it when it happens to you. You hate it when it happens against you. It's when you say the sorry. And then you say, thanks, curling gods.
Yeah.
Glad you're on my side today. Oh, now Kathy has to shake that one off.
First.
Yeah.
So Carrie just proved that it does curl there.
Wow, yeah. So just wants to be in front of this one. Try to shrink the scoring area for Team Madonia. That one is not going anywhere.
Got room.
It's behind a string of guards.
Make sure it's
It's
pumped
behind
up
the
there.
guard
Yeah.
farm.
There's another guard
man.
farm.
I think both teams are getting a little fooled here.
That's okay. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to take this away ourselves. Try to roll. Or we draw.
Well,
Time out.
okay, they're going to call a timeout here, and we're going to have a listen in and see what the team are going to make as a decision.
I mean, this gives them a way to it here. That's a tough roll though ourselves. It's a tough roll. So either we try to make a good one right now coming in here. Sorry?
I would play with 9 so you could hit it fairly thick and roll.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, then you set up the double.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she's coming off her own. That they've already discussed that. But I think should we just try the come around and try to
Well, you just don't want to rub off
set up
and hang
and
it out there.
yeah.
That's lost, right? Like, God, she's got to make a hell of a shot to get it in here. I certainly don't mind
coming off that one if you know how to hit it. You hit it on the nose and stay shot? Or get
Can
a
we be
second-
on the nose and be
second?
second shot?
We're not? What about going around that one back here?
We could. Can you want to go around over here, maybe back here? That's not bad. Okay, Larry.
Okay, so that was a really great chat with their coach. He made his way down that skinny little sideboard there, and so did the official. Now they're making their way back.
Yeah, so that's Coach Larry Snow that works with Team Madonia.
And what did they decide? It almost looks like draw ice to me.
Yeah, it looks that way to me as well. There was lots of discussion about whether or not to make a play on the yellow rock before Kathy does.
The coach kind of said, if you know how to hit that yellow one. But they haven't had the best of luck hitting on that side.
This one looks
Gotta curl
wide
a long
to
way.
me.
Go, Jane. Go, 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 Jane. Go. Go, 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 go. Keep going, Jane. Hard.
Needs to
Right
get
back
it
here,
past
guys.
the
Gotta go
red.
Harder, hard, hard,
Oh,
hard,
that's
hard,
really
hard,
good
hard,
sweeping.
hard, hard.
So just choosing
Okay.
to split the rings there.
Definitely didn't want to leave that in the top 8.
That's a really difficult shot.
These are Twyla's that are coming. Oh, and I threw one wide and just like a 10.
She can get to the back of the button here with a roll, can't she?
Yeah, if she can get a good roll here.
Or normal.
No, I'm thinking normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a little bit deeper too than I was.
It's a really interesting matchup between these two teams. I think Team Madonia very comfortable with lots of rocks in play. They
Normal
look
hit
to
and
the
roll.
draw shot to get themselves out of trouble, whereas Team Brown a little more conservative and opts for the hits. So really, really interesting matchup between these two teams.
But it looks like Team Madonia are getting her way because every end, pretty much, there's been, at least the last 3, there's been a lot of rocks in play.
Jesus. Yep.
Had a bit of trouble with the landing gear on that one, I think, Barb.
Nance. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Just didn't get the roll she was hoping for.
I guess we try to go a little here.
Again, don't really want to nose this.
No, I would agree. I think she has to play aggressive for the roll.
Even if it's way over to the other side in the back, in the back 8.
Yeah, I mean that in off on the
That
yellow,
10.
top yellow
Try
on
to
the
actually
on
roll
the
this
side
way,
is a
10.
really high degree of difficulty
Yes.
shot. So I think
A little way, a little Christine's
Colleen
way
is
if we
okay
can.
with leaving that one for her.
Because we'll go right into the side of our own if we try to go the other way.
This is the same spot that Colleen's been having a bit of difficulty with.
She may roll it. She may miss it.
I said it.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate miss. Well, Kathy's going to try the in off now, really knowing worst case she can only give up 2. What surprises me, Barb, with what's happening is so far Colleen's opting to put the guards on that side.
It won't finish that hard.
I'm wondering if she's not as aware as we are that she has had some difficulty. That's at least the 3rd or 4th open miss in that exact spot.
Yep. Yep.
So maybe try to put the guards on the other side.
Firm.
Just a thought.
Yeah. No swearing on this one. No speech.
Do you want to take a timeout? Maybe mention that to them?
That's Larry's job.
I know. You'd think he would be observing this. And mind you, she said, when she got down there, she said, she's mad at herself. She says, I just got to hit the broom. And she says that she just set that one wide. But
Okay. Chance here for the in-off to sit two. Just needs to hit it skinny.
oh, she doesn't. It curls
Not
all the way
skinny.
to nose.
Sorry, Mantha.
Okay.
I think they're
So that gives Colleen a chance to draw for 2 in the 5th end. She will need to grab a piece of the forefoot.
Yeah.
okay, guys. Let me try to make a good shot here.
You can hear a little bit of frustration in her voice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great opportunity here.
I'm thinking she hasn't thrown very many draws. Maybe that little tap back in the 4th end.
There's no rubbing. There's no rubbing. It's on its own.
Oh, really
draw.
great draw for 2. Janet kicked that off awfully quick. They Colleen Madonia's team knows they're fortunate there to get that second point with that
Yeah.
that shot of Carrie Lee's. But hey, they'll take
Well,
it.
it really
Yeah.
curled.
Let's
It
see
curled
if
hard.
it changes the momentum of this game, Barb.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Really, things were going in Team Brown's favor the first half of the game. So some of those, sometimes those shots can be a distraction. So it all depends on how Team Brown copes with that one.
Yeah, if you get to start to feeling that the curling gods are against you, you just have to shake it off and play your game.
Yeah, they need to remember that they've been playing well, possibly even outplaying Team Madonia the first half.
Well, if you go by last night's tiebreaker, she got, into some trouble in the second half of the game, but did manage to pull it together in the very end to win. So
Yeah.
Line's
Yeah, they
good.
have a lot of experience, so hopefully they don't get too
Line's
rattled
really
by
nice,
that.
girls.
Okay, so Madonia up 4-3. Team Brown has hammer here in the 6th end.
Very good. Good sweep, ladies.
So with Team Madonia being up 1 now, they're changing their tactics, putting one right in. Kathy's going to try to create some offense with a corner guard.
So Nancy Wood's hobbies include golfing and gardening. And in her curling career, she says that her proudest moment was going to the Nationals in Edmonton in 2015.
Line's good.
Okay, so Jane is a mixologist and a designer and an organizational specialist.
Lots of room.
She's a bit of a dark side too. Her favorite bands are the Beastie Boys
Lots
and
of
Brass
room.
Monkey. And I'm not making that up. That is on her
Here
sheet.
it goes. Here it goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The line's really nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Okay, Jane.
She did ask for her husband's autograph in 1986. Of course, husband being Pat Perot. Pretty funny story there.
Let's, have a quick discussion with them here. She's coming around.
I find she still looks the same. Her looks have not changed hardly at all since she was on TV all those years ago with Marilyn Bodo.
Yeah, she's been a great player for a long time.
Yeah, if you can. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Actually, that's gonna get. Shot.
Okay, see Team
I like it this way.
Madonia now with the peel on
Cross
the
the
corner
face.
guard.
Just normal's good. Try to get this roll.
Don't know about you, Barb, but as a thrower, this turn on this peel would not suit my eye.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa.
looking like it looks dangerous.
Carrie Lee, Carrie Lee, Carrie Lee. Go, 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 Carrie Lee, go, go, go.
That's exactly what they called, though, so great shot.
She came across the face of that rock just perfectly.
Gets the center guard.
Normal. Yep, Nance. Yep.
So Twyla's
Yeah.
hobbies, she wrote down golf, and after golf, she has a comma. So do you think that she
Oh, what a great
would...
shot.
That was a great shot.
Nice shot, sorry. Nice call.
So golf, comma.
Normal.
So I wonder what comes after that. Did she run out of time when she was filling in her sheet? Or does she want us to come up with a second hobby for her?
Oh, dear. That puts me on the spot. Let's go with candle making.
Okay. Should I write that down?
Clean. Yep.
So, Christine
Yep.
Loeb
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
lists her
whoa.
favorite band as the Monkees. Her favorite fruit is bananas.
Whoa.
And favorite movie,
Whoa.
Planet of the Apes.
So there's a theme there?
I feel like there's a bit of a theme. They also told me that they spent some time working on their info sheets while having some wine the other night.
Okay.
That's good. Nice to have fun with it. All right. Great chance here for Kathy to freeze one down to the red rock. That was a really nice clearing shot with Team Brown to open up the scoring area.
Clear, yep.
It was getting a little cluttered in the middle.
That's too bad. This is coming up light.
Yeah, huge missed opportunity there. With those freeze taps, the option is never to be light, so that's a miss.
Opening the door for Team Madonia to come around this center guard.
Blow out of her hand or fudgy or? I got a 27 down here, so that's.
So, Carrie Lee Grant.
Huh? So, still out of here. We'll go with that.
Limited information on her sheet. Other than her favorite animal is a monkey.
So they're
She does have twins, a boy and a girl. So hopefully they're watching.
Well, do you want to go right back?
A little warm on this one, I think. Wants to be in front of the tee.
Okay.
she won't be happy with that.
No, you can hear Kathy teasing Christine. Now, they played together for years in ladies play.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden they are on opposing teams.
So the men's games are past the fifth end now.
So Team Ryala on sheet C is up 5-2 over Team LaBelle. And on sheet D, we have Team Armstrong up 5-3 over Team Lewis. They're both playing the 6th end.
So Janet is an avid golfer at the Brampton Golf and Country Club.
Oh, nice draw there by Janet.
Great shot.
Got one in front of the tee.
And she's also a curling professional at the Toronto Cricket Skating and Curling Club, and she's been doing that for 23 years. So I think when we spoke with her, she said, you know, they give lessons, there's coaching, clinics, and all that kind of stuff to help, I guess, new and experienced curlers.
Yeah, that's like a bit of a dream job.
She certainly has the nice, calm personality to be a good coach.
A long way to go, guys. It's got a long, long way to go.
Would love to freeze one right on top of this. Oh, just didn't quite have the line. I think that's pretty open, Barb.
I believe it's pretty much, yes, it's wide open. Well, maybe edge on edge, but certainly with the amount of finish on this side of the sheet.
Like just back line, wait.
So a nice opportunity here for a bit of a tap and roll to sit 2. This is a big shot.
To sit 2 behind cover, too.
All the way, guys. All the way.
This is on the guard.
Yeah, just a bit light with her weight.
Moving over there.
Trying to open things up.
And she was not even T-line there. She needed to be back 8 to tap that.
Just kind of roll this or just go straight back. I don't know, I can't get to it this way though. Yeah. Yeah.
Colleen's
Kind of can't get to this one. Maybe we can just draw to this one. I don't know if that's there either. You guys want to come take a quick look? I don't know.
I have a little team conference, so we're going to listen in here.
Well, we maybe could. We could maybe come this way and play the hit and do that, but.
Take here and throw. It's a pretty long guard.
Yeah.
Could we put across the face?
That's probably the only, like, it's tough to come in here with anything right now because I'm going to have to over curl to here. Even, I can't even really tap this.
I'm just wondering if we were to play like a back 12-ish way, whether we could tap that to here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a long
Oh, you're saying like this? Yeah, but then we might tick this and really open it up. But we could throw the guard. But she's got that. It could just come into here. Like just here. Okay. I think I got to go out here for that. Just a little less, Carrie Lee.
Okay, so after that discussion, they realized that the angles are not in their favor for them to even get to that yellow rock.
Across the face like that, it's like,
Yeah, for sure.
With their own rock is in the way, in fact, and so it looks like
Yeah.
they're going to put up
you basically just
another
gotta get
stone
by
in the
that
rings
yellow
here.
and then- I like getting into the top rings though, just to stop any of those run backs. So it's all good here still.
So Colleen's daughter is attending, went to
Line's
the
good.
University Nationals representing
Line's
Queens.
really nice.
And that
Go,
will take
Jane,
place
go.
in March of 2018.
Go!
Wow, she didn't think she could get there, but she almost did.
Yeah.
The problem is, did she make it
I was
easy to
trying to- I was
remove
yelling
those
it,
for
but-
Kathy?
Well, to curl it and just keep it coming that way, get the angle there.
Oh, they're
Great
wondering
job.
if they
Play the
need to
next
guard
one if we get
everything.
beyond it.
If they were frozen, she could have made a play on those, but they're not.
You want to come down, dude? Just got to be this side of center line.
Just have a little listen in on what the Brown team are going to
If she's
do.
going to take a chance and run the shit in, but we can't. Yeah.
They can't do anything with that.
We just need to be center. Just protect her one. Well, she's going to take a chance and run some stuff in, right? But we can't protect against three of them.
We can't move this one forward, yeah.
Yeah. There, because they need to be on this side of center, right?
Yeah.
No point over. And just watch the rub on if we need it.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to guard as well. They're afraid of something being run in here to remove their lonely yellow stone
We're
with
shot behind. and
5
just
red
gonna
ones
go
surrounding
twilight
it.
side
Yeah,
of
no
center line.
kidding.
And
The only
she's
good
gonna
thing
then
is the yellow
like
one
to
is
take a
shot.
chance on running stuff in.
Boy, it's a scary situation here for Kathy Brown putting up a
So it should be
guard.
nice out here,
Just
right? So like a 320.
I don't know if Colleen has any good run backs, but boy, if you could ever make one. I mean, really, for Colleen, there's not really a lot of harm in trying a run back if there was one available. Worst she could do is give up a 2. So they're just going to close that hole there.
Over is good. Jesus. Go, go, go!
Oh, boy.
Go! Ah! Go! Oh. No, go.
She was saying, they thought she was saying,
Oh,
whoa.
I said go, go, go. What time did I get?
A little surprised at how long that guard is.
I said 25 was good, not 35.
But
They're talking about the time
Sorry about that.
they got on their stopwatches. Kathy's is very perplexed.
yeah, 30-34, but or 3:34. Wow. It didn't,
Like,
it didn't,
second one.
You just guard the nose one because that's pretty much the only one she's got. That's
So Colleen's going to guard a guard,
So if we
I
look at our
think.
screen here, they're protecting this run back
Yes.
because it's just overlapping the red. So that center
little
yellow
less,
run back
Carolee.
is, I think, what they're going to protect
just it
against.
runs if you get a little too far out there.
I don't think you'll see Kathy playing any run
I
backs.
do not think so either.
I think Colleen could play that run back.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing but red rocks in the house.
I know, and they're all in front of the, there's a couple in front of the yellow.
Christine,
She's happy to force, I guess.
go, Christine, go. Go, Christine, yep. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Yeah, she was never going to play that anyway, so Kathy's just opting to throw this through. She's happy to take her 1.
She's throwing it away, so.
I mean, are all the rocks in play? Except 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of rocks for 1 point, isn't it? Okay, so that will tie the game up after 6 ends. Score of 4-all between Team Brown and Team Madonia. Team Madonia will have the hammer playing the 7th end. 2 more to go, Barb.
Couldn't ask for more. It's a tie game. It's anybody's. The first person that gets a miss here, I think the first team that generates a miss is going to have the upper hand.
Yeah, I always love the 7th M when the score's tied because you have two distinct plans. The team that doesn't have the hammer would love to force, and the team that has the hammer can either go for a 2-point or a blank. So there's really a lot of scenarios that could come into play.
I got it, Charlie. Okay.
So we start with the center. Colleen, I think, is going in.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's going to draw to the wing, get the play away from that center guard.
Keep talking.
We heard her chatting between the ends there whether or not she thinks Kathy will hit this.
Wants this to be T-line.
Yep, yep, yep. Good shot, Jane.
And I could feel the side of my head was getting pins and needles. Oh, I thought it went crazy.
So not falling into that trap that Madonia was wondering whether she would or not.
Well, the trouble is if you ever roll out, you know, it's not great.
Well, it sets up the two, well, they peel the guard and
Yeah, you want to keep the play in the middle here. So they're looking for a tight guard. Don't really want it to be in yet. But I think they're thinking the line's so good, they are going to take it in.
Like here. Here, just a little tuck. Line's good. Yep. Yep.
So drawing around, we
Okay,
saw this
real.
this
Yep.
spot a couple
Yep,
ends
for
ago, and
line.
it busted
Hard
sideways.
for line. Really hard for line. Hard for line.
And there it goes
hard
again.
For line, girls. Hard. Hard for line. Really hard. 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 Hard.
It
Okay,
just
whoa, whoa, whoa,
rubs.
whoa. Yeah, good.
It was good brushing.
Great weight, Jane.
You can see this.
well, quite the back and forth game going on here between Lewis and Armstrong. Brian Lewis has a draw for 2 here to tie this game again.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, see how he does. Just gets a piece of that, won't keep her shooter. Now, what will Colleen do? She is going to start peeling away.
9.5 is good. Yep, 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 yep. Carolee, go, 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 go. Okay.
I think they were ideally looking for the hit and roll as a corner guard. So just to overcurl too much on that. This gives Team Brown a chance to make the play on this. She's pretty happy.
And she can actually roll
Yeah, roll
to
towards
the
center would be
center.
great.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Would love to keep her shooter around.
Looks pretty good.
No,
Oh.
no, we're good. No,
Nice shot.
I was all comfortable.
Did she set up a double right back?
Exactly where I wanted.
She did.
just stuffs it.
She just threw her first one soft.
Kathy would love to hit and roll in front of that one. That's in a really nice spot on the forefoot.
Is it ever? Covered.
Yep. Yep. Real hard.
So Brian Lewis was drawing for 2 there, and he did not
Real
make it.
hard.
He only got his single.
Real hard.
So the score is Team Armstrong 5-4 after 6 ends. Team Armstrong will have the hammer playing 7. And on the other sheet, it's Team Ryla up 5-3 over Team LaBelle. And Team Ryla will have hammer playing 7. So she makes the roll. Just does set up another chance here for Colleen.
Yes, yes, yes. What? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, she must be on the guard. No, she's by the guard.
Trying to get the double. Great shot and gets the roll. What a shot by Carrie Lee Grant.
Now there's still rocks to come around here.
Well, we know the spot curls.
We do know that.
Gotta be back. Nance. Nance.
This is a big shot
Really
here
punches
for
down.
Janet.
Hard, guys. Line's great. Line's great. Go. Every inch. Every inch. Every inch. Every inch.
Doesn't even mind if she's back. Don't think she got enough covered.
I can't hear what you're saying. This is really tough. Nine and a half.
So a hit and roll to the wing here will set up a really nice opportunity to get that 2 points. If you can't get the blank, the 2 points is ideal.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This one
This
needs
is-
to curl a
It's
mile.
not coming up. He's going to roll out.
Just
Maybe a bit firm with the weight.
Just that little more weight. Yeah, because I've been,
Sounds like Carrie Lee had a little adrenaline rush on that one. It happens toward the end of the game. Very common.
What'd you get on Janet's? I got a 16. What'd you guys get on Janet's? 3? Okay.
I never got a chance to mention Kathy's hobbies, and I only want to mention because I really like it. She likes playing bad golf. Well, I don't know whether she likes it or not. But
I don't like playing bad golf
playing
at all.
bad golf is her hobby. She also points out that she's covered all the age groups in competition, and she's hoping to make it to Masters.
Well, that's my goal.
Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday. You're going to wait till there's no other teams.
I'm going to outlive everybody, Barb. And I'm going to win because I'll be the only one alive.
This isn't curling for them.
It is not.
Wow.
That is leaving them scratching their heads a little bit. Her weight was perfect, too.
Yeah. She even tightened up the ice a little bit.
Not even close to the same. Yes.
That's even more open than Janet's was.
Sure was.
I was inside. I took a little less than Janet.
So another chance to hit and roll sit 2.
Yeah, and she did a really nice
Setting up
release,
that
so
all
just
important
track down
2
there.
point
I think
in
we
this
can sweep
end
it
for
to
Team
hold it here.
Madonia.
It holds,
Winner
right?
of this game will play Team Rizzo at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so much on the line
Yeah.
for both of these teams, with the chance to represent Ontario at the National Championship on the line. So it's sweaty palm time here, Barb. Wants to roll to the wing.
Oh, what did she get in out this a little bit?
I think she also had a little extra weight on that.
More than 10? Oh,
9, like I had a 9.
okay.
Wow, they're
Yeah.
really cutting down the ice now.
The positive, right? Yeah.
So second chance here for Kathy Brown to sink one around
touch
all
left
of
ice.
those.
Same way.
Red rocks, she doesn't even
Boy, beautiful.
mind if she's back house. As long as she's buried, it will force Colleen Madonia to take one. Line is critical on this.
Wondering why they didn't try the other turn. Not having any. This is the third attempt in the same spot.
Line's better. Twyla. Line's good. Twyla.
It is not curling. There it goes. Is it going to be enough?
Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Take it back as far as they can. It's just not finishing.
No.
Okay.
It's a big chance for a
perfect
deuce
weights.
here. It's
Line doesn't
pretty
hold
much wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, our weight was perfect yet again.
Wasted 2 shots.
Throw it softer, just throw like a board weight.
I mean, she threw them both, you know, right up the stick and the weight she wanted, and
Yeah.
did not get the outcome she was looking for. I'm pretty sure on sheet
Like
E
board
that would have
weight.
curled past the guard, past the rock
Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah, we just got on it right away and it just jumped it out there.
So needing to keep the shooter here to get her too.
Yeah, this is huge.
Both teams have been struggling in this path, though.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Just keeping it clean here.
whoa,
Weight
Whoa,
looks a lot
whoa,
nicer than the
whoa.
first.
whoa.
No mistake on that one. Colleen Madonia takes her 2 points. That puts them up
Just
6-4
really straight there.
after 7 ends. Team Brown
Yeah.
will have the hammer playing the last end.
Yeah, we could have.
They will be looking to duplicate what they did last night against Team Goring.
Yes, they're going to need a big finish here.
After the top 4, do we want a guard or are we going to like... Sneaky.
It's such a big, that second point was so huge because it's, you know, not the hardest thing to get 1, but to get 2.
And 2's just a tie.
Yeah, just to tie. So here we go, 8th and final. Well, no, 8th end,
Line's
not
good.
necessarily final.
So they'll look to put this in top 4, knowing Kathy Brown will throw the corner guard.
Here it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now we know there's great curl in this path.
Just top 4, just top, whoa, whoa. Yep, 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 yep.
That's a great start for Team Madonia. Corner guard being called by Team Brown.
Lots of line here. It's gonna need your help. Yeah, Janet, gonna need your help. Keep it, get it over here. Get it over here. Sorry, Nance, a little bit too much ice.
Not really quite the corner they were looking for.
Line's good.
It's not on center, but it's certainly will impact the draw to the button path.
Whoa.
Yes, and it is a bit high.
On its own. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, to it. Yep, then. Yep. Well, not Carrie Lee, not Carrie Lee. Whoa. Good.
So another corner guard being called by Kathy Brown. Trying to generate a 2-point here.
She's certainly going to want this one to go wider. She doesn't want just that little alley between the around the center line.
Yeah, what I don't love about where Jane's two rocks are is that they're frozen together. So, I mean, really, Kathy can nose hit and then she can become frozen, which could potentially set up a 2-point. So we'll see if they can take some advantage of that. Peeling will start here with Christine.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Clean, clean. Good throw, Christine. Really nice.
So in our one of our tiebreaker games here in the men's division, looks like Team Armstrong have taken a single point in the 7th end and are now coming home up 2 without the hammer on Team Lewis. Kind of the same situation as our ladies' game.
So Team Brown, they'll throw a couple corner guards here before they make a play. Hoping that there's a mistake by Team Madonia with one of the peels.
Same thing. Whoa, clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep, 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 yep. Good.
Two really nice peels by Christine in this end.
Good. Let's just stay down here for a sec. Carrie Lee can go get, and then you can bring it down to the.
Whoa, that's huge. Nance, Nance.
So Team Brown are making the play on those frozen rocks, as you suggested, Lori.
Nance, room, room.
Or she's going around.
I think she's just playing a draw around that corner, the semi-corner guard.
Okay, sorry, I just got a huge time on it.
Okay, not bad. It's in there.
Did she not?
So
did you see
decision
what I
time
was
for Madonia.
I just got a huge weight. I got a huge time on it.
They are laying 2, so looking at the
Peel
guard.
roll.
This is probably a good call.
Yeah, I think so.
Accomplish both things here.
Whoa, whoa!
Well, she won't be hanging around.
Oh,
Okay.
just enough.
What's that? Yeah.
Opens up the one in the back. Doesn't remove it. Actually might have made that corner
Guard
guard a
better.
little bit better for her. So I don't think she'll be overly thrilled with that. I think now they're making a play around that corner guard, I believe. Or putting another
Far
one
left,
up.
anyone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
Okay,
Good shot, Janet.
that's what she called. Change of tactics for Team Madonia.
So it looks like over on sheet C, Lori, that there might have been a steal there by Team LaBelle.
Oh, do you know how many, Barb?
It looked like maybe one, but they finished the end, but they haven't posted it yet.
Okay, we'll keep an eye, let you know.
And as I mentioned before, it's 6-4 for Team Armstrong in our other game. And Brian Lewis does have the hammer coming home.
Jane.
So as we said earlier, the winners of both of those teams will advance to the men's semi at 1 o'clock.
Oh my, we're just reacting to a shot here in the men's game.
Christine.
Attempted peel turned into a jam, and Brian Lewis now sits 2 in the rings with hammer.
Okay. I didn't want to be that in, but that's okay.
Okay, so back
She's
on
gonna
our
blast
sheet.
now.
So we had a bit of a squirrel moment there. Throws the guard, but does just bite the rings, which isn't too bad. Hard for Kathy to roll in off of that.
Yeah.
But she's going to have to go on the defensive here since Colleen is laying 2.
Okay, they're going to take a timeout. We'll listen in on their conversation.
Because if we do hit and roll, that red's going to go behind us. So if we nose it,
Yeah, or just inside of nose, because you've got to get you can't, nose you may still not get it to pop enough. You may, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It may not, I don't think it'll pop enough. Okay, just no, I think you got to be just inside. Red line right.
Yeah, okay. And firm,
I think firm.
firm to make it. Is there a better shot than that?
Is it better to do it this way?
To clear, yeah. Like this one. So you're going like, this one's going there, this one stays.
Yeah.
This one goes. Okay.
Hard enough. This
Okay.
one
You like that with firm?
and you do not leave a guard.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Firm?
Okay, so it looks like they decided to hit the top
Just
one,
firm, not wicked. Just firm.
hoping to remove the top red, rather. They're hoping to remove 2 reds if they hit it on the right angle. So they'll lose the one they're raising, hopefully out the side, and they'll lose the one that's biting the forefoot out the back.
Big shot here for Janet.
Twyla! Twyla!
Needs to make contact with the one in the house. Just picks the top one.
Just got a little wide, I think.
Is it at the edge of the 8th?
It's so straight there.
Yeah, Team Brown now in a bit of trouble.
This is going to be another guard on this frozen rock situation.
Yeah.
So it was a steal of one
It's a
for
little bit
Team
higher.
LaBelle. The score there is
Yeah.
now 5-4,
Kinda
and
where they got the
Howard
marking
Ryla
for
having
the,
the hammer coming home.
The little yeah.
And just before, as Colleen gets ready to throw this rock, I just wanted to do a shout out to Bob, who's Kathy's husband of 22 years, and for Twyla, to her 3 children, Daryl, Adam, and Andrew. So hope you guys are all
Line's a little
watching,
tight,
and
Curly.
yeah, they
No,
just
we're
wanted
good,
to
we're
make
good,
a mention
we're
of that.
good. Christine's in. Go, Christine. Go, Christine. Hard, Christine. Go hard, hard, hard. Hard, Christine. Hard, hard, hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Great sweeping by the front end. I think it does the trick.
I thought we needed to. I thought it was a little tight, so. I thought it was a little tight. Not too bad, though.
Kathy thinks she may have enough to make a play on the ones in the rings. She would not be able to throw a lot of weight.
Yeah. My weight was exactly what I wanted. Just need to. I got Jane on early because I thought it was tight.
With my turn, yeah. Control.
So I guess from our camera angle, Lori, she can see maybe about half of that top
Good on my rotation.
red,
Yeah.
the ones that are frozen in the rings. So they're, if she can make contact, she'll lose the one that's biting the forefoot, and she'll probably roll towards those yellow guards.
Well, I think that's what she's wanting. That it's a pretty skinny half, Barb.
Yeah. I like that when they say that they can see a thick calf and a.
Nance.
I think she's all over the guard here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're going to see a timeout. This is just to save Colleen from rushing. She's going to replace that guard.
We just don't have to pound it early.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
But I was tight, so it was like.
there's no way to get both of them out
Yeah, no.
anyhow.
It was just a
There's
tad
only
tight
one
and
rock
I wanted
left.
To hold it,
Yeah,
right?
she's
So
just going to throw
you're
the
just
same shot.
You're a powerful mama.
There's a compliment.
Yeah. Complimenting her sweepers. So I think if we were to look back on this game, depending on what happens with these last 2 rocks, I'd say the turning point was that 5th end with that very fortunate ticky-wicky shot.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Lori.
Just changed the entire momentum of the game. Up until that point, Kathy's
Christine.
team were outplaying Team Madonia and
Go,
had
Christine,
control of the
go.
game.
Go, 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 go. Keep it moving, both of you. Yep. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard. Good.
Easier if it was on the other side.
I really don't think she has a shot to win
Jam it
here.
hard.
Well, she'll try something just in case. She's got to run the short one in and
Oh, no,
hope for the best.
I'm jamming it on the side.
I don't know if she can throw it hard enough to make the shot she's talking about.
We need that one on the. We need almost a jam and stick. So there. And then be a hard block. Firm. Firm.
So this is the last rock in the 8th end.
Just a quarter. Firm.
It's a Hail Mary.
I was just going to say the same thing, Barb.
Hit the
We've
beam.
been spending way too much time together this week.
Taking words out of your mouth now.
Wow. Well,
Yep.
she's got some heat on it.
Well,
Needs to hit it thin. Oh! Oh my goodness. What a great attempt by Kathy Brown. Only scores 1. So Team Madonia winning this game by a score of 6-5. They'll advance to the final against Team Rizzo at 1 o'clock. That was such a good attempt.
So that concludes our coverage of the women's semi-final game here at the Ontario Men's and Women's Senior Championship. Please join us again at 1 p.m. for the women's final, where we will have Team Rizzo, who went undefeated in the round robin, facing Team Madonia, who just advanced a few moments ago. On behalf of Lori and myself and the entire TSL crew, thank you for joining us.